So pretty. Hi Diane. So sadly we didn't make the beach today because I have to go to a meeting and it's literally on the other side of town, and so for that reason we are doing, ooh, this is slippery, we are doing first. We're going to scout where we want to have the picnic on the 14th. I've Thanks. This is actually a very safe area. So, oh, but careful with the slippery. Yes. They've got one of those pressed plastic bridges where they recycle the plastic into bridges and benches and stuff. And they really work well. They sometimes do get slippery. It's too bad this is right next to the pathway, because setting up in a place like this with little flags and the things on the ground would be really nice. Oh, I do understand. It gets really difficult. It's bad. So over there is the door. It's just random in the middle of everything. It's a very nice area. In winter, it's even more beautiful because then everything is green. Green. So this area could also work quite well for the picnic. Oh no, that could be really nice. Let's go and see. There is a little bit of grass, which is one of my criteria. I can have the little flags hanging between these trees. So I will need about maybe 5 meters or 6 meters or 6 meters. Yeah, I need more. 10 meters of bunting. Oh, this will be perfect. Oh, I like this. I must just come and see it in the morning because our picnic's going to be in the morning, and see how much shade we have. Picnic's going to be in the morning and see how much shade we have, because in the morning the shade should be that way. I think we'll have enough shade. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is one of the spots that we can use for the picnic. Let's keep going. It looks like my connection here is not great. If I cut out, that's the reason. Can't believe there's already signs of autumn. It's a bit early, but it's bound to happen. Yeah, basically it's not really, I want to put bunting up. So if you want an area, you can just go and set it up. There's no reserve for anything. Like those people with the doggy training over there, they were there first. So I plan on getting here early to set up and to take up my spot. But look over there, that could also be a nice spot over there. Let's go and have a look there. Oh no, there's a road going. Okay. I would love to go under that tree, but that tree is quite popular. So I don't know if I would get it, but I'm going to try. I think we're going to find a bench to sit and chat on for a bit. But I want one that's not next to the walking road, because it's got this side of the world, and that means everybody's coming from work and bringing their doggies to come and walk and have some exercise, get some exercise. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry, the connection is, I don't know why it's not great, because there is a tower just up there on that hill, so there should be good connection, but it keeps on cutting out, so I'm really sorry about that. Ooh, wait a second. Oh, okay, so the grass is not so green here, but this is more secluded. Lots of shade, and there should be shade the whole time. This could also work. Oh, this is lovely. And even over there at the yellow tree. I don't know if we connected. I think what I'm going to do is just find a spot where we can chat, because it seems to be this area has very good signal. I wonder how dirty this thing is. Can you see me now, Diane? That was a bit of a thing. Oh. I'm so sorry. Okay, I think I'm back on. And it looks like I've lost everybody except you, Diane. Thanks for staying around. I think we're just going to sit here and chat. Let's pretend it's just us, and we can have a nice little chat under the trees. So I like this park because firstly it's safe. Because they lock it at night, and they've got different entrances that they lock. It is quite nice that we in the Cape Town we have a lot of what do we call them? Basically we call them bergies. So it's people without the homeless, and they like to sleep in parks. Just turn around, the wind is a bit hectic. Let's see, is this better? Yes. So they like to sleep in parks, which I understand, but then it makes the parks quite dangerous. So I like this park because they lock it at night, and before they lock it, they make sure that nobody's sleeping in here. And then also there's a lot of people bringing their animals to walk here. So it is really a nice place. So what I'm planning for the 14th, I think I want to do the picnic around 10 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, it's extremely humid today, so I'm literally sitting here sweating like crazy because it's so hot. Well, not hot, it's humid. So what I want to do is get here around 9 o'clock, because usually the park opens, I think it opens at 6 in the morning, but get here at 9 o'clock and set up. And then I will get my sister to bring all the guests in, maybe say to them to meet her at the front, or I might just make little signs for them to follow, maybe put ribbons on the trees. That's a plan. I'm going to put some ribbons on the trees, tell them to follow the ribbons. because I do have a whole thing of red ribbon. So I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon and put them on the trees. Oh, come back. I just lost my hat. It's fetching. This hat has been trying to get lost the whole day. Earlier today we went to the beach um, with my friend who's visiting at the moment, and oh, it was amazing. But I also almost lost my hat. So yes, what I think I'm going to do is literally set up. I'm sure my sister will help me, but as we walk towards the place, I've got those two places in mind. I really like them. I might look around for something else, but I like that those are more secluded, because that's one of the things. I want it to feel like you're walking in a secret place almost. So yeah, I'm going to put ribbons, and people must just follow the ribbons, where the ribbons go, and that's where they should, then they can follow the path towards the picnic spot. And then I'm also going to make bunting that I'm going to put between the trees, so it's really festive. And I don't really have picnic blankets, and I don't have time to make any, so, and I don't want to buy any. I might just go and borrow some from some friends, or ask each friend to bring a picnic blanket. And I think I can do that. Ask everybody to bring a picnic blanket. Because if we have like 4 or 4, but it will be so nice to have. I think my neighbor's got some picnic blankets, and she's invited to the picnic. So I'll ask her. If I had four planning, I could have made a quilt, a nice big quilt, but there's really no time. This picnic is in 10 days, and I have a lot of other things, and still house sitting, dog sitting in between, so there's not going to be time. But let me turn you around so you can see some sunshine and the park. Just tell me quickly, is the connection better? I'm going to put you here. This gimbal has the feature that I can move it. So let's start on that side. There's one of the entrance gates, and then the road goes there, over there, and people are playing in this park in the daytime. And then you can walk right around the park if you go that way. Let's just move you back. But it is so beautiful. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that there's some trees here that will change color in autumn, because some of the trees just go, their leaves just go brown and they fall off. So I'm really hoping to have some autumn colors here, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Let me know if you can all hear me, because the wind's quite hectic. Maybe if I put my hat on, it's dry. See, I've just lost the earpod. Let me pick it up. Please. Yeah, that's the line. Sometimes when my earbuds fall out, then they don't connect again. Ah, but this view is just exquisite. Love that area there as well. And if this wasn't so close to the entrance gate, I would have had the picnic right here. So I think it's also really pretty. So back to the thing that she does Valentine's Day, where she comes together with her friends, and then for Valentine's Day, but they do it on the 13th. And I think that is so sweet, because if you're in a relationship, you most likely want to do Valentine's Day with your loved one. I'll just see what's going on. Okay, that's fine. But for me, I'm just going to do it on that day and invite all the people that that has become part of my life, and then take it from there. And I think that's something that I've learned through the years, There's a thing like acts of love or acts of kindness. And sometimes when you do kindness, it's because you really love the person. But also sometimes when you do kindness, it's because of the love in your heart and you want to give it out to other people. Here's my glasses. I can't see you. It's maybe why I look like this. Squinting. Ah, that's better. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'm going to turn you around and I want to show you. We have Table Mountain sticking out, just peeking out over there above the trees. So I'm going to zoom in and see if you can see it. So that part there, over there, that is Table Mountain. But then, if you go a little bit that way, that is Lion's Head. And Lion's Head, again. Lion's Head is as a walk, there's a pathway where people will climb it out for sunset because it gives you the best sunset ever in Cape Town. I still want to do it, but it's so busy. There's places where you have to climb up with a chain next to you to keep you safe. And there's literally sometimes queues. So I'm waiting for summer to pass and going into autumn and then do it because then I hate standing in queues. And especially if I'm hot and sweaty, I hate it even more. So I think I'm going to climb Lion's Head later in the year. And that's the nice part also. If you live in Cape Town, on your birthday month, you can go up and down on the cable car for free. So I'm planning to do that this year as well. And just get some of adventures behind me. Now I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, sitting outside, enjoying the wind and the sun and the trees blowing. But I also know that sometimes it is nice to just do this. I'm going to turn you around again. Just sit and watch everything and life go by. And we can pretend you're sitting here next to me and we can just look at everything and have fun. They are really doing training over there, the doggies. See if I can focus on them. Look, there they are. So cute. It's actually a brilliant place to do training with your dog. So usually on these live sessions I ask you, what are you working on? As you can see, I'm not working on anything here, but I have done some things earlier which I'm happy that I've accomplished. So what are you working on your side? Are you finished with the day? Are you just starting your day? Are you getting into a new routine? What's the things you're working on at the moment? I think for me, I'm working on giving myself time to just be. I'm not very kind to myself with that. I feel like I have to be busy 24/7 to be valuable, and that's a lie. There's no rule that says your value is in how busy you are, and that's something I'm really starting to acknowledge to myself, that my value is not in my activity. Because the problem with that I see. Okay, why is this one here? There we go. Okay, and you've been answering. I'm sorry about the wind. That's a good idea. Give it to see, please. I hate when it's humid. Yep. Sounds cute to follow the ribbons. I like that too. I'm gonna ask people to bring their own blankets. Let me know if the wind is better with my hat on. I think what I'm going to do is bring a covered dishes, but more like finger food. Love adventures. Oh, 14 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 10. How do you cope with that? That is hectic. So Joanne said, I'm just watching you today. I have to cut out my sleeves so I can make a PJ top to go with my PJ pants. I made when I did the November days. Oh, that is awesome. Sometimes it's nice just to sit. Wait, let me turn you around. There's something happening there. Wait. Look there. Those people are carrying their dog. I wonder if he threw a tantrum and didn't want to leave the park. That's so funny. Oh, yes, I can imagine. Now, if that would happen in South Africa, we would literally die because our houses aren't built for the cold, it's built for the heat. So it lets lots of wind in. It's so cute. Just going to turn you around. I don't want people to think that we're spying on them. They're carrying their dog. That's too cute. Maybe he's old. I didn't bring my far glasses. This is my computer glasses. So I can't see that well. Yeah, it's an old one. His face is white. Oh, it reminds me of Malish, my golden retriever. Yes, she was also at the end struggling sometimes. How sweet is that? I brought him to the park for a picnic. I have the picnic basket and the picnic blanket. Oh. Yeah, I think it is. But its little face is completely white. You know, golden retrievers, they start out golden, and the older they get, the whiter their faces get. He's now at that point. That is so sweet. Let's spy on the people again. There's somebody running over there, and I see these people coming over there. Oh, they're actually going to sit on the bench under that tree over there. Down all the way there. I love people watching. What an amazing day to sit under a tree. Yes, the golden retrievers are really beautiful. I loved mine. She was a second-hand dog, and her original owners went back to Ireland, and so she came to live with me. But she was such a sweetie pie. All she wanted was attention. If she had somebody scratching her or loving on her, she was in her element. It was so sweet. Sure. I would have liked to show you more of this park, but it seems to me, in the dip in front of us, as soon as I hit this dip, there's a dip down there, then there's not a good signal. So we will just sit here and chat and watch the people. And when I do the picnic, I'm not going to do the picnic live. I will do some video and I'll post it at the end of the day. So a little update on the back pain. We went, I called plunging earlier, and the water was really nice and cold, and there was mist hanging over the sea, because when it's a really hot day and very humid, then the mist hangs over the sea until about 12 o'clock. And so we went cold plunging, and it was just the best. So I actually are almost pain free as I'm sitting here, and it is a cat that wouldn't let my daughter sit without wanting pets or giving a treat. Oh, sweet. Okay, I'll do that. pain-free. What was I talking about? Anyway, today I'm pain-free, almost. I think if I have to rate it, it's 1 out of 10, which I can live with. And I can just breathe properly and just enjoy this moment. It is so precious. Yeah, I'm so very thankful for that. That corner over there, isn't it beautiful? If there was green grass, I would have been sitting there now. But it's a bit prickly. There's no thorns, but the grass is really dry. And I said it last week or two days ago, I think we spoke about it, that we really need rain. But it's not the season for the rain, because if it rains now, the grape harvest is not great. And I'm sure you're all aware that Cape Town has amazing wine farms. So too much rain this time of the year causes the grapes to get rust. And then that whole harvest is gone. So even though my heart is longing for rain, I'm not gonna hope for it or pray for it or anything, because it's not season. It's something that I've thought about. What kind of trees are those? I think they've got a name on them. I know they only have numbers. Let's see, wait a second. There's a thing here. Let's see if I can see. 345. Oh, let me turn you around. Arcia lance. Oh, Korea. It's a Korea tree. Okay. I love these trees. Oh, look at these branches. Aren't they gorgeous? Now, the Korea tree is a indigenous tree, and it forms these beautiful branches that covers everything. And I really love it. The park is quite quiet now. I think I also love the shapes. I think they are just stunning. And I love that you can hide underneath the branches. But I'm just thinking, if you look there, oh, that's me. Let's turn you around. Way around. Maybe we should do that, because I'm sure we will have signal there. Let's try that. Some sunshine and a nice walk. We'll still do the sea. I think we'll do the beach next week, because I'm house sitting close to the beach. So that should work quite well. But let's walk around. So on that side is just a normal park without a fence around it. And I love that they are keeping the wetlands, because many places they're trying to drain the wetlands. Yeah, they did. We are in the flight path of the planes at the moment. I really did not realize that I was this unfit, because I do go to the gym, but it's not the same as walking, it seems to me. I think I'm going to move you a little bit that way so you can see the nice things. Who wants to see it? But maybe you want to see the houses. So this is quite an affluent area. Okay. Looks like it. Oh, that's true. I always forget how much humidity can influence you. But we're almost at the top of the hill, which is good. Whoa. I will have to work on my fitness. Oh, we're going to be able to see the... Look, I can show you the sea? I didn't know we could see the sea from here. Let's go up there. So that is Cape Town. And that's Lion's Head. I always forget what that one is. It's the bay. And look at all the ships in there. It's just, there's a ship over there. Wow. Huh. There's like 3 ships waiting to get into the harbour there. I'm so glad we walked up here. Yep. These are flats. Wow, what a view they have. In front of us, this funny thing is a reservoir. I think there's a bench. We're going to sit there for a minute. And just enjoy the view. It's late in the afternoon, so the sun is not that bad. What I'm also realizing is all the weeks, it's a nice sun at the moment. It's not too hot, and we're just going to enjoy it. And at least we now have a good signal again. Turn you around. So the beach we swim at is completely that way, and it is just so beautiful, and that's where I'm going to take you next week when we go to the beach. You can hear all the doggies that's training. Listen to them. They're really noisy. I truly love this view. It is just exquisite. Oh, thank you. Let me show you my dress. It's actually one of my favorite outfits. I'm gonna put you down on the garbage bin. I made it for my summer collection last year, and then of course I'm always wearing bloomers with this. So now if the bloomers go my head, it's not a problem. And it's just a square neck, which I love. And it was based on a mood pattern, but I didn't stick to the pattern. In the end I changed it so much that I can't really say it's the mood pattern. And it's one of the most comfortable dresses and just perfect for the humid summer days. No, it is actually clouds. Let me turn you around again. So Table Mountain, they call it, there's a legend that St. Nick's met the devil on Table Mountain, and they were having a competition to see who could smoke the most. And when they have a competition, then the clouds cover the mountain. And so I think today, St. Nick and the devil is fighting it out again. They're really making a lot of smoke. Look, it's from there all the way to that range. And there's also some mountains. And that cloud bank was literally covering the sea earlier. Yeah, it's a funny story. I can't think you can see the sea from here. I've never been up here. Hi. I'll turn it around. There you go. Somebody else enjoying the park. Oh, oh, he's got the most beautiful dog. Let me show you. Look at that. Hello. Oh, coming to say hello. Hey. Hello. It's okay. Hey. Yeah, he's gorgeous. He looks like those Japanese, I think it's called ikitas. Ikitas, I think. And he's as stubborn as all of them are. His owner had to call him like 3 times before he listened. Let's turn you around. They're far enough so that if their faces don't show. It's something I really try when I'm out in public and when I'm vlogging or something. I really try not to show people's faces. And I make sure, even though it looks funny because it's just me and the things, I make sure that people are not exposed. I can see those 2 people coming up. They actually are walking towards me, so we'll just go this way. So today was really busy. I had to do some things this morning, and then, as I said, we went, my friend is here from Joburg, so we went to the beach. I actually mentioned more in a little video about my school. For those of you who are not part of school, school is a community. On my community post, there's a post where you can actually find a link. But in my school community, I spoke more about why we went to the beach, and it was so special this morning. It was really one of those occasions that I think it will be printed into my heart for the rest of my life. It was just too beautiful. And so after that, I had to do some training, and then before I knew it, it was time to come and show you the park. And I felt really bad that we're not going to the beach today because I said we would. But I think this is also special. I'm just going to keep quiet. There's people coming. Okay. Past. Oh wow. Let's have some more of Table Mountain. I'm so happy to hear that you are enjoying the sunshine. I hope it's shining through the lens. You can see how sunny it really is. Look, we're really blessed in South Africa with lots of sunshine. Oh, come on, I'm just going to move you up. There we go. And no, that's not a nice view. That way. I think I like that one. This as well. Oh, it is. I think let's go that way. Oh, I finally got the hang of this thing. It goes so fast, and then I'm afraid I might make people seasick or something. So this is the park, all the trees, and there's Table Mountain covered with the smoke from Nick and the Devil battling it out, and that's Lion's Head. That one I can't remember. I think it's Signal Hill, that one. And then there's the sea. Continue around and just chat for a little longer, and I think then I'm going to say goodbye, because I do need to get to my meeting, which is maybe an hour's drive still from here. Not too bad, and it starts at 7 and it's now let's see what the time is. Oh, 5:44. So I've got enough time, but I like to be at a place about 15 minutes early. Now Cape Town is really beautiful. So back to the picnic and back to Valentine's Day. This whole process started with me thinking about, what does Valentine's Day really mean? Not what the world is saying and what all the advertisements are saying, but where did it start? And we did touch on that. Basically, there was a Roman festival for love, which was basically a orgy, and then there was, in the same time, there was Valentine, a priest called Valentine, who would marry the soldiers who went off to war. And the reason why he had to marry them in secret was because the person who was ruling at that stage, it was like 300 after Christ or 280 after Christ. He didn't want the soldiers to get married, because then they would be better. He believed they would be better soldiers. And so Valentine, the priest called Valentine, he would marry them in secret. And then he got caught and put in jail. Now, the one story is that the jailer's daughter was sick and he healed her. And the other story is that he was in love with her. But both of it is, he wrote her a letter and he signed it, "From your Valentine." And then over the years, some pope later on, 800 after Christ, he signed it. He took the pagan festival and the Christian festival. Then Valentine was turned into a saint, but he took it and he put them all together and he made it what it is today, or it became what it is today. So with that, I thought, I don't really do Valentine's Day, but what is the things where I want to celebrate love? And one of it was, I want to celebrate the love between me and my friends. My friends and I. Even though I'm in a new place and it's mostly new friends, there's a few old ones, but there's a lot of new friends, and it's not as close as I used to be with my friends, but I'm sure I'm getting there. But I want them to feel that they're special and they are cared for, and they are worthy. So that is why I decided to have a picnic. But in the 14 days running up to the picnic on the 14th, I also want to remember that there's a place of, as you look after yourself, you can look after others. You know that scripture that says, you cannot love yourself if you can't love your neighbors. You have to love your neighbors as you love yourself. And I realized that I need to learn how to love myself. In the last few months, a few things happened, and I really stopped not loving myself, but it's like I'm not worthy, and I started speaking really badly about myself in my head. And so one of the things that I really want to change in this season is the way I speak to myself and do things that makes me feel loved. So one of the things is to take myself on beautiful walks, and you came along today. Even though we scouted out for a picnic place, it was also to sit in the sun and to just enjoy the view, because I never allow myself to do that. And then another thing is, I'm going to make myself some pillowcases, because with my head being bald, all the oil from my head goes onto my pillowcases, and they get really yucky, and after a while I can't get them clean. So I got some beautiful percale, going to make myself some pillowcases. I also want to make myself a dress for Valentine's Day, and I'm going to make my sister a dress for Valentine's Day. She doesn't really wear dresses, but she doesn't have a choice. We're all wearing dresses for Valentine's Day. So to do that. Also, it will bless her. And then I'm busy making some little gifts for all my friends to give them on the day. And so, before I go, my question to you is, how do you celebrate firstly yourself, secondly your friendships, and if you have someone in your life, how do you celebrate them? I do have a lot of sewing plan, and you're right, we're all our worst critics. So what I'm going to do is leave you now, and if you watch this video later, just leave a comment and answer this question for me. I would really love to see more. And Anne, thank you so much for spending time here. It was so special, and thanks for your patience. That's really amazing. And I think I'm going to say goodbye now and walk back because there's no reception under the trees. So it doesn't help me taking you with me while I'm walking back. Lots of love from the south point of Africa on day 5 of Rooted in Love. I'll see you tomorrow, and tomorrow it will be an hour later, and we will be back in my sewing room. Bye!